Hi, my name is Dalen, and the topic I will be discussing today is exploring the disparities in healthcare access among small communities in America. The barriers that rural Americans face in the barriers that rural Americans face in receiving affordable healthcare contribute to the disparity in both morbidity and mortality. Residents of rural areas tend to face increased rates of chronic disease and worse outcomes in treating those diseases than those living in metropolitan areas. According to a 15-year analysis published by the CDC, rural Americans are more likely to die from the five leading causes of death than their urban counterparts. The five leading causes of death are heart disease, cancer, diabetes, stroke, and arthritis. Rural individuals are roughly 1.3 times as likely to be diagnosed with diabetes and 1.2 times as likely to be diagnosed with obesity. Those living in rural areas also present with higher rates of heart disease, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Notably, these disparities persist even when accounting for the aging population that lives in disproportionately rural locales. Healthcare disparities contribute to the life expectancy for those born in rural areas of the United States, being roughly 2 years less than those born in metropolitan areas. This discrepancy exists in 45 out of 50 states, and the gap has steadily increased over the last 50 years. For the person I will be interviewing my grandmother Donna. My grandmother has been dealing with diabetes for almost 37 years. Grandma, could you tell us a little bit about your diabetes, please?
Yes, I became diabetic during pregnancy, actually with your mom,
Okay.
which was called gestational diabetes. And it progressed after her into me being a full blown diabetic.
And being a full blown diabetic, what does that consist of your daily life?
Well, on your daily life, you have to monitor your blood glucose to make sure that it's not too high or too low.
Mm-hmm.
Your diet is very important, as well as getting exercise and staying hydrated.
Okay. So, what would you say the healthcare looks like for diabetes? Like when it comes to doctors going in, things like that.
Well, they make you have regular doctor's appointments depending on how well your diabetes is controlled.
Okay.
I generally see the doctor every 6 months, and they do a blood glucose check, which they call an A1C. And you want to keep your A1C below 6. That means
Okay.
that your diabetes is under control. Um, and then they monitor what you're eating. They ask you questions about what you're eating. They also do a metabolic check to make sure the diabetes is not affecting other parts of your body, uh,
Okay.
especially your eyes, your feet, things like that.
Okay. Now, would you say in your area it's easy or difficult to get access to that type of healthcare whenever you need it?
No, I don't really have a problem being able to be assisted by a doctor with my diabetes. I have regular checkups, and the access is easy.
Okay. Well, thank you, Grandma. Thank you for letting me ask you those questions. You've been a big help uh, to this topic. Um, that was my topic. So I thank you guys for watching. And yeah.